Norman Collier. Norman Collier, 25 December 1925, 14 March 2013, was a British comedian who achieved popularity following television appearances in the 1970s. He was best known for his faulty microphone routine and for his chicken impressions. Career and reputation. Collier was born in Hull, East Riding of Yorkshire, England, into the working-class family of Thomas and Mary Nee Dowling Collier on Christmas Day, 1925, weighing 15 lb 4 Oz. He grew up in the centre of Hull as the eldest of 8 children. At age 17, Collier joined the Royal Navy and served as a gunner towards the end of the Second World War. After being demobilized, he found work as a labourer. In 1948, while he was visiting Hull's Perth Street West Club, an act failed to turn up, and Collier volunteered to fill in. He felt natural on stage and started to work a few local clubs. While working at BP Chemical Factory in Southend, east of Hull, Collier started making his workmates laugh with improvised comic routines during breaks and all too often outside them. Encouraged by his managers, he started to work the wider northern working club scene, becoming a full-time comic in 1962 and enjoying steady success through the 1960s. He got his initial break at Hull's Perth Street Club when a scheduled comedian failed to show, and Collier raised his hand when an audience volunteer was requested. After a positive experience, he decided to seek a career in entertainment. He initially began working the local clubs around Hull and further inland in Goole. It was at one of these clubs that he heard the bingo caller using a microphone that kept cutting out. This inspired the broken microphone routine. In 1970, he won an BBC series called Ace of Clubs, in which club entertainers were pitted against each other, performing their full routines in front of a panel of judges. Collier easily won the final by a unanimous decision of the panel. He came to national media attention after a successful appearance at the Royal Variety Command performance in 1971. Though occasionally appearing on television thereafter, he made his main reputation on the Northern Club circuit, and was highly regarded by many fellow comics, notably Frank Carson, Les Dawson, and Little and Large, who were regular house guests. Jimmy Tarbuck dubbed him the comedian's comedian. To casual television viewers, he was best known for 2 routines, one in the guise of a Northern Club compere whose microphone is working intermittently. He was the originator of the club chairman character, later popularized by Colin Crompton in the ITV series Wheel Tappers and Shunters Club. The soundbite demands of television work never reflected the detailed and large-scale routines that have characterized Collier's club work and which brought him enormous success through the 1970s and 1980s. He was never a participant, for example, in the 1970s ITV series The Comedians. Style. Collier's style was very much in the traditional Northern comic school, based on absurdist situational monologues rather than a series of jokes, and showed a notable influence of the 1950s star Al Reed. Unlike some comedians of the 1970s, Collier's zany set pieces often drew on Northern working-class archetype. Personal life and death. Collier lived in Welton, a village west of Hull. He was married to Lucy, and together they had 3 children, several grandchildren, and a growing number of great-grandchildren. His autobiography, entitled Just a Job, was published in 2009. He died on 14 March 2013, aged 87, after a long battle with Parkinson's disease. His funeral service took place on 27 March 2013 at St. Helen's Church, Welton, East Riding of Yorkshire, and was attended by many fellow comedians, including Russ Abbott, Roy Hudd, Tommy Cannon, and Bobby Ball.